peeps, KP here with a new ClanGen video, and we're returning with SageClan. Now you'll notice a few things are a bit different here. In January they updated the game, and the reason why none of January's episodes had the updated look to them was because I filmed those in advance. But because everything looks different, and as you'll see, everything's set up differently, I thought it was time to update the borders. So you'll see SageClan's new border. All my clans have new borders. You'll also see down in the corner here is the herbs. I changed the rules up a little bit to make the life and death system a little, like the saving system, a little bit different. It's still being tweaked, but yeah. So we're gonna do our update, like catch up kind of thing, what happened last episode. It has been a while for me too. I know that these two became apprentices, I believe, and Broken Shell brought their baby, Golden Kit, who is going to be like a shining beacon for perhaps a better, brighter future for the clan. And before we get into patrols, I did want to say that because they added this history thing where you can see how cats died, I edited all these dead cats so that you'd see how they died. I even went back and made sure that they were right. And going through these, a lot of the cats died of roles, so malnutrition and infections, or in Mouse Eye's case, the deputy's curse, see malnutrition, killed by a dog, contagious disease, large dog, contagious disease, murdered, an infection, large dog, and a contagious disease. So you'll see that a lot of the cats in this clan died of contagious diseases or dog, which I'm going to let you know right now, nothing to do with the rolling system. That's the game itself doing that to this clan. I was thinking about it and I was like, maybe I'm just too rough with the rolling on this clan. No, I'm not. And no, they're just bad. So let's get right into patrols. Flickering Start suggests this might be a good chance for cats to practice new fighting techniques. Everyone has a nice practice session, picking up a nice selection of new tricks to try out on their next skirmish. Alright, so this is, I wanted to show you guys for this patrol. This is one of the new features that I'm adding for the challenge kind of thing. Also, you'll see how cool that this looks, and you can look at this, see what they're good at. But because Bumble Creek is a medicine cat, this will be a medicine cat patrol. And for these, if it goes well, then they get an herb to put in their herb stash. Every season the herb's empty, so Bumble Creek needs to go, and they take along what wares they can find, and they dig it up, so that's successful. And the other medicine cat patrol earlier was also successful, so that means that they got 2. Also, if the patrol isn't something that's like them gathering the herbs, then I'm also counting those as successful hunts too, just so that it's a little bit better. But that, since they were just collecting herbs on that one, it's not a hunt. But the other one I did count as a hunt because they were just asking another cat for some sort of advice, and that was it, and it went well. So I'm just gonna update everything. Okay, so they caught 16 pieces of prey, and I updated it so it says they have 2 herbs. We're gonna look into the stats menu, see that they have exactly 16 cats, so that's pretty lucky of them. We're gonna leave the herbs where it's at because they don't go back down until the end of the season, or if a cat uses them. I'm gonna go through the cats real quick, let you know if I see anything interesting. Alright, so I was looking through, and the only thing interesting that I saw was that Red Snow has a sense of dread, but other than that, there was nothing really interesting. So we're gonna go on to the next moon and hope everything goes okay. Bounce earned a scar protecting the kits. Then there's the relationship stuff. And then health-wise, Bounce has a scar. So since there wasn't too much interesting, I'm gonna go right into patrols. Our 2 medicine cats find a nice spot to sun themselves, and they're energized for herb gathering, so that means that they get to take home some herbs. Your patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of SageClan territory. The patrol paces towards the small dog, claws out for up, backed up with the courage of their clanmates. The dog breaks into a barking fit, but that's their opportunity to attack, covering each other as they push the creature away from the lands, meaning that's a successful hunt. Your patrol approaches a 2-leg nest in the woods while hunting, and your patrol finds some astonishingly fat chickens running around, and they help themselves to one. So they caught 20 pieces of prey, and because it didn't change from last time, they still have 16 cats, which means they have 4 pieces of prey left over. Just gonna edit that. They're doing really good this episode. Let's, I'll look through the cats real quick, let you know if I see anything. Okay, so I did see some really interesting things, but let's get the minor stuff out of the way real quick. Helen starts thinking about love. Vinestrike feels really proud of her children. And now we're going to go into the heavier stuff. First, we're going to start off with Bumble Creek has been sent an omen by Lex. Okay, so this is where stuff starts to get interesting. So Lex has seen Quickseed's future demise. Could that be the omen, mayhaps? But that's not it. I remember I saw someone else say something. Blossom Rapid knows Vinestrike's secret and wants to tell some cat. What could Vinestrike's secret be? I don't know. Those are the heavier things that I saw. And then there were a couple cats that were worried about the Dark Forest, but when it comes to SageClan, they're always worried about the Dark Forest. Alright, so we're gonna go on to the next moon. Broken Shell's watching Pride as Golden Paw is named and given to Yellow Petal as an apprentice. They know that Yellow Petal was a great choice. That means that our sweet baby is growing up. He's gonna get to go on his very first patrol today, so we're gonna go right into it. The patrol catches the scent of a fox, but is it red or gray? Tracking it, they find their red enemy feeding on a deer carcass. Your cat is smaller, but they outnumber the fox, if only by a little, and it's a prize they're willing to fight for. With a prayer to StarClan, they throw themselves into battle. The fox, already full, is driven off from the kill. So they got a success. Alright, so we finished that. So we got 6 herbs. So they got 28 pieces of prey. If you look in here, that's 16 cats. So they have 12 left over. That is quite a lot. You're doing really good. I'm going to look through the cats real quick, let you know if I see anything else that's interesting, and then we're going to go on to the next moon. Okay, there was nothing really interesting, and keeping an eye on Vinestrike. They volunteered to guard the camp, but that's not really revealing their secret that they possibly have, and it looks like Bounce is old. So let's go on to the next moon. Broken Shell brought back the camp after wandering off. Talon Star proudly calls a clan meeting to honor Bounce's service as they retire to the Elder's Den. I'm thinking I'm going to try and figure out how to take Broken Shell out of the Elder's Den since she is only 44 moons old. I know that she's missing a leg, but my girl can fight. Also, it's New Leaf, so let's reset everything. But my girl, she can fight. She's fought otters and protected the clan even after losing her leg. So I don't think it's holding her back any, and I don't see why she can't still be a warrior. So I'm gonna see if by the next episode I can have that fixed. But for this episode, this is gonna be the last moon, so we're just gonna go right into patrols real quick. But I'm gonna see if I can get that fixed so that she can be a warrior. SagePaw admits that they had a vision from StarClan, and their patrol talks to them about whether it's a real vision as they train. While walking along the border, your patrol notices an enemy patrol renewing their scent markers. As they get closer to each other, the patrol leaders share a quick nod of acknowledgement. The patrols refocus on their tasks without stopping for a conversation, but a feeling of mutual respect has been fostered. Okay, the patrol comes across a small dog right on the border. Should they go after it? Because it's only a mentor, and they got an 11, so we're not going to proceed. They instead go home and report it. Cricketfoot is tempted to eat the prey that they just caught. Yeah, they basically got caught. So we're going to minus that. So 1 cat for that patrol. So I'm going to quickly roll for prey. So they caught 30 pieces of prey, and they have 16 cats still. So that means they have 14 left over. They can almost not do any patrols next moon. I'm going to look through the cats real quick, and then we're going to end the episode. Alright, looking through the cats, I've seen a couple little things. Quickseed is having vivid dreams. In StarClan, one of these cats. Willow Skip wants to send a message to Cricketfoot, and then there's a couple cats worried about the Dark Forest, and then that's about it. So I'm gonna end the episode with skipping a moon, and then that will be it. Okay, so SageClan welcomes Sedgepath as a new warrior, and Pine Mask also as a new warrior, so we'll get to meet them in the next episode. Bye-bye!